All right, folks, buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the steaming pile of absurdity. That is New York's latest political fever dream. The Democrats, God love them, they've decided to yeet common sense out the window entirely and put a card-carrying, hammer and sickle tattooed communist in pole position to run the greatest city on earth. NYC, the concrete jungle, the center of capitalism, where dreams are made and wallets are emptied faster than a bodega during a blackout. Guys, as we get started, please thumb up the video. It costs you absolutely nothing to do. Leave me a comment, and if you're new and you like the content, subscribe. And here they are, they're handing keys to a guy who makes Bernie Sanders look like a Wall Street bro chugging Red Bull at a cryptocurrency conference. This dude, let's call him Comrade Mayor, has a plan so unhinged it makes AOC's Green New Deal look like a PowerPoint presentation from a community college business class. First up, he wants to freeze rent. Yeah, because landlords, they're just gonna sit there and take it, right? They'll be like, sure, I'll just stop charging for my building, no problem. I'll live off of vibes and artisanal kombucha. And any repair that you want made, no hesitation, just go ahead and ask. I'll pour all my money into it. Meanwhile, every apartment in Manhattan is gonna turn into a squatter's paradise with 17 people sharing a studio and a single hot plate. Good luck getting a lease when the only thing moving faster than the rats is the black market for closet space. Then he's screaming to defund the police, because nothing says safe streets like turning the NYPD into a community theater group with flashlights and positive and good intentions. Oh, but don't worry, he's probably forming his own Sharia-style woke police to enforce the new rules. Picture this, a squad of gender studies major in berets armed with megaphones and pronoun charts, patrolling Times Square, ready to arrest you for misgendering a pigeon. Excuse me, sir, that's mixin' pigeon to you, or whatever pronoun the pigeon goes by. Meanwhile, actual crime? Nah, that's just capitalism's fault. Let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya while someone beside you steals your Apple AirPods, which, by the way, will be the least of your concerns after he follows through on his promise to empty all the prisons, because he doesn't want increased violence. And get this also, he wants government-run grocery stores. Oh, hell yeah, because nothing screams efficiency in my mind like a DMV with canned goods. These stores won't pay rent, they won't pay property taxes per his plan. So they'll be able to undercut every bodega and supermarket in the city. You know, all those small businesses run by actual New Yorkers who've been slinging deli sandwiches since the Giuliani days? Gone. Poof. Replaced by a state-run Whole Foods knockoff where you wait 3 hours for a loaf of bread that tastes like stale regret. And by the way, I've seen state-run stores in Cuba and in Russia where you have to ask the clerks for what you want because they're afraid of you stealing from them. Hey, that's not very much different than San Francisco, is it? Where we've seen this be tried. And by the way, if you think that you're going to be able to get fresh meat at these government-run grocery stores, those shelves will be as empty as of the product as a vegan's fridge. Even fresh vegetables are going to be hard to come by. Sorry, comrade, we're out of kale, but we've got plenty of government-issued sadness. Take your pick. We've got shelves of it. But wait, there's more. This guy, he's got a hard-on for hate crime prosecution.
I have developed a proposal for the Department of Community Safety that would include an 800% increase in funding for hate crime prevention programs.
800%? Your taxpayer money going to restrict your speech. Hey, how much more communist can you get? My question is, are they going to hire an army of lawyers to arrest you for rolling your eyes at an LGBTQ TikTok influencer? Hate speech detected. You didn't clap hard enough at the drag brunch. Don't even get me started on his plan to make New York City a sanctuary for trans children where public money, as in Oregon, funds surgeries. But when the city's budget is paying for the butchery of children, and believe me, I don't want to be accused of a hate crime. I'm not saying that's not a noble use of taxpayer money. But don't forget that you also need to pay inspectors to hassle businesses that aren't proudly waving the Pride and BLM flag. Priorities, people. Think about this. This, my friends, is the woke apocalypse. It's like the Democrats looked at Chicago, where Brandon Johnson is turning the city into a dystopian LARP of the purge, and said, hold my oat milk latte, we can do worse. Just take a look at LA, burned to a crisp by mismanagement and riots so bad you'd think that they were auditioning for a Mad Max sequel. San Francisco, once the crown jewel of weirdos and tech bros, kind of an eccentric city, today a fentanyl-fueled obstacle course where you're dodging needles and stepping over human despair and waste just to get a $12 coffee. Portland, Seattle, they're basically competing for the most likely to secede into a communist farmers market award. And now New York City wants to join the party. Are you kidding me? Some folks say, you know what? Let New York crash and burn. They voted for it. Let them choke on their decisions. No, I say, screw that. This isn't some hipster experiment in Williamsburg. This is New York fucking City, the beating heart of America and capitalism. You don't let the Death Star of socialism blow up Manhattan because a bunch of trust fund progressives thought it'd be cute to cosplay as Vladimir Lenin. And New York City, oh my God, please, I'm begging you, fight back. Vote for Eric Adams, a Republican hell. Vote for a random hot dog vendor from Midtown. Anybody but this guy. Because if you don't, the rich, they're going to bolt faster than you can say Palm Beach real estate. Ron DeSantis is probably already printing welcome to Florida brochures for every hedge fund bro fleeing Soho. New Yorkers, this is a call to arms. Grab your bagels, your bodega cats, your last shred of sanity, and please, my God, push back. I'm begging you, do not let the city, your city, turn into a socialist fever dream where the only thing thriving is the line at the government grocery store. Boy, that thing's long. Fight like your life depends on it, because if this guy gets in, you'll be reminiscing about the good old days where the only thing you had to dodge was a tourist taking selfies in Times Square. That won't be there anymore. Let's go, New York. Save yourself. I'm begging you before it's too late.